Hey everybody, it's CA13814 here again, and today we are building a small family house. This house has three bedrooms, and two bathrooms. Just added the bedroom area in the living room. Here we go. Those are the two other bedrooms and the bathroom. This is a small family house, so if you have like two children, this would be a good sized house because the bedrooms are kind of small. Here we are, we're adding the fencing in for the front porch. Change that to white to make it look good. Dude, still waiting. Okay, now we're adding the siding in for the house. It took me a while to decide what kind of siding I want, so there's a couple of changes, and then there's going to be like a big skip, and then eventually I just go with some red brick, which is right there. So you saw that skip, and now there's some red brick. Putting in windows, or 4 windows in the middle of the house, or in the middle, on the front. Putting some columns in for the front porch. And then the flooring, there's carpet in the living room and bedrooms, and then there's wood everywhere else. Just put the panel in and changed it to red. And then putting everything else in the bathrooms. That little room beside the kitchen was in my plans as a laundry room, but I don't actually have the laundry expansion pack things for The Sims, so there's nothing in there, and you could make it another bathroom or something if you want, but that'd be kind of weird having a bathroom right off your kitchen. Anyway, we're adding the columns for the carport, adding in the ceilings here, and then I go in to add the roofs. Adding more ceiling above the front porch, and now I'll put in the roof. So there's the roof above the main house, and then above the carport, and then there's one above where the porch is. And then I lower it because those are really steeply pitched. Adding in the paneling on the little triangular pieces above the actual house that the roofs make. Now I'll put in more windows. There's 2 in the master bedroom and then 1 in the bathroom. I put a small window in above where the kitchen sink is going to be, and then bedroom windows everywhere else. And then that window, that little one, ends up being taken out. But just changing all the windows to match. Experimenting with different ideas for the driveway here. And I decided to go with none of them. I just put concrete in. And then the whole carport has to get redone because I can never ever remember that the Sims 3 car park places are 3 wide, not 2 wide. So here we are, we just put the fence in and we're terrain painting everything. I love how quickly the terrain painting goes in the video because this video is sped up 4 times faster than I actually made the house, so everything looks so quick. So we're adding in some rose bushes, deciding which ones I want, and then putting those in, and then we go into making, or we put the oak trees in, and then we go into making the pond, which I believe I end up having to put 4 ponds in the house, like try over, because the first couple look like crap, and then the second one I had to get rid of it, and it was perfect because I had to make the carport bigger because I made it wrong, and I can never remember how big it is. So there's the good pond that I made. That's probably the best pond. I put a little fountain in there, and then I terrain paint a little brick area that goes towards the driveway, and then I put some dirt around the rest of the pond. I tried to put some like water plants in, but I couldn't get it to work right. So water plant fell right here. I tried to put some cattails in, and then some more cattails, and then some water lilies, but the lily pads were too big to fit in that little pond. So we're adding some bushes in between the 2 driveways that end up roses that end up going between, and we put some siding in here, that white brick siding, to go with the white fence that's in the yard. And I paint back over that little area to make it look a little bit nicer. And now I believe we go into adding the doors, because I forgot that. And you can never forget doors, because, I mean, where are your Sims going to go if you don't have any doors? They can't go anywhere. So we're adding in the kitchen now. There's picking what countertops, because I tried to keep this house somewhat cheap, and I didn't want to use the really expensive countertops, but those seem to be the best fit because they always look good. So here we're adding the ovens. I added a little a little half wall to separate the kitchen and the living room, but not make it closed off. Adding lights and a dining room table here now. I have a little problem with the table. Couldn't figure out where to get it to go. So I actually delete that counter and that wall, and I bring it back. Oh, I cannot stop yawning today. So I put that there, and then also a light fixture, and then we go into putting the living room in. So I put the love seat in, and then I decided not to do that, and I put a couch in instead, because if you're going to have a 4-person family, where's that other person going to sit with only 3 places? So the living room's finished now, deciding what light fixture to use, trying with different lamps and such. Decided just put a light fixture there, and then another one there. And then we add the computer desk to just to fill up space right there. And then here we go, we're adding the first bedroom, as you can see. Just a single bed, and then a dresser, and a lamp. And then I just copy everything and bring it over. And then we put a TV in both of the bedrooms, and then alarm clocks. So those bedrooms are finished, and we go into the second bathroom. Shower, sink, and a tub. Shower, sink, and a toilet, sorry. Sink, and then the mirror, and then a light, and that bathroom is finished. So now we go into the master bathroom. As you can see, that little room beside the master bedroom, that would be a laundry room. So if you have the laundry expansion pack in your Sims game, just go ahead and throw some stuff in there. If you download this house from the exchange, or you can just make it into whatever you want. Putting the master bedroom in. There's a big TV in the master bedroom, and then a dresser in that little nook, and I also put mirrors behind the dresser to kind of you can see what you're wearing, or you can see yourself. Now we go back into the pond area. I even put some benches in there, and the pond area was completely finished before I realized that I made my carport too small. So dumb. I feel pretty stupid. So as you can see, I realized that that doesn't fit. So I have to erase everything and then bring it all back over. So there everything goes, scooting everything over one place, adding that in, subtracting that, taking the fence away, or adding more fence. There we go, taking the fence away. I'm not very good at doing these voiceovers because I can never remember where my stuff is or what I do next. So I have to level this out, and everything has to go away. But I have to level this out, so I guess I could have left that pond there, now that I think about it. Now I feel like a really big idiot for changing it. Oh well. Anyway, but just finishing the driveways, putting fencing back in and throwing some dirt back in there. Take all this away, and then the whole pond goes away. So I flatten the whole pond out, and then take the trees away, and then make another pond. And these ponds all look kind of stupid too. Ugh. I wish I could stop yawning, because it's not good for YouTube videos to yawn, especially for voiceovers. Anyway, so those pond ideas didn't work, so I think I just settled kind of on this pond. I think that's the original one I settled with. Yes, there we go, because we're adding some of that brick path siding in. Sighting, path, whatever you want to call it in. And I raised that up a little bit to give me a little more playroom. And I flatten that out, then put some more brick in there, and then now I think I actually, nope, take that away. And I probably forgot to add that fence. Right there, that one little spot. So adding another tree in to give it some shade. At the end, fixing the roof, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you guys. I can't keep yawning, can't stop yawning. Anyway, adding some roses in again to the carport. Oh, nope, I put that fence back. And then I flatten this out a little bit, and then I'll raise it back up so I can make that not so flat on the edge, as you'll see here in a minute. Putting a park bench in there, and then a little chair so you can come out and sit by your pond. And I didn't put a fountain in that one either. Oh, I feel so stupid. Anyway, adding the car park places, I just threw a little car in there and then a truck. And then I go to put lighting in the front path. And I made that little nook right there just so I could fit the trash can and the mailbox right there. So here we are.